Hey guys, what's up? So I just finished my second week of kind of this trial with this, I guess, new program you could say. Uh, Basically, I constructed this program based on my previous block of training, modified a few things, reincorporated a few competition singles to not completely become foreign to them. Continued with the beltless low bar squat and beltless sumo deadlift, as you saw, because those were going up pretty fast. Reset all my assistants, incorporated new ones, and kind of reincorporated the pause variation based on Johnny Candito's program. So basically, because I decided to reincorporate singles and also to incorporate the pause variation, although I went with a higher rep range than the Candito program, I decided to call this program the BGCP, which is basically the Bulgarian Johnny Candito program, because it's a combination of the two. I've also continued kind of tracking my RP, or at least trying to really learn how to get better at it. And what I have decided after this week is to fully incorporate auto-regulation into my training. So basically, the only time I've fully incorporated uh, some RP training was when I did the Bulgarian method. So I'd work up to a training max, which would be generally between a 9 to 9.5, so that was quite brutal. And then I'd back off with some percentage and do a bunch of singles, doubles, or triples, and then just move on. Kind of squat bench every day, deadlift twice a week, and then that was the structure. Sorry, very simple. However, this time around, I would like to continue to have the structure, or at least similar to the structure I've had, whilst incorporating auto-regulation. So what I did is, in the last week or so, I watched Eric Helm's pyramids. So I watched all of his videos for both pyramids. They're called the Muscle and Strength pyramids. It's a training and nutrition one. They both consist of 1 to 6 video of anywhere between 10 to 60 minutes. So pretty long watch, but amazing content. Obviously, I had a pretty good knowledge and understanding of most of what he covered, but he went into more details, and I now have a lot of things that I will incorporate in my training, my nutrition, and also with people that decide to help whenever they require help. So based on that, I kind of really focus on the program section of his pyramid, which was the third step of the training pyramid. So that was the progression, third point. And then he kind of gives a template of a sample periodization block, and then also a DUP, daily undulating periodization kind of sample structure. So what I did is I created two programs based from that. I created one linear periodization block with RP, which I've called LPBWR, and I've also created an auto-regulation block with percentage, which I call ABWP. And those are two blocks that I'm looking forward to trying. I will start with the auto-regulation block. Simple reason being is I am not sure when I'm going to compete next. So the good thing about the RP one is I will be able to reduce the length of the block, whereas the linear periodization block would need to be followed specifically to the dots. So the RP one is good because I'll be able to modify whatever needs to be modified to acclimate or suit my needs in terms of when I find out about the competition dates. So that's pretty much it. I created those two programs. I'm sure I'll cover them or discuss in more depth in the upcoming videos, as I always do. So it took me a little while to make them because I'm really picky about my movement selection, my rep ranges, and whatnot. But I really try to follow what Eric Helms advises, or at least the guidelines, uh, which are I think 40 to 70 reps for the first 6 weeks, and then dropping to 50 reps, and then 40 reps, and then so on and so forth until you drop really low just before the meet. So really going from a volume block, accumulation block to start with for the first 6 weeks or shorter. Then moving on to intensification, 4 weeks or shorter, and finally realization, which would cover a taper and the meet week with kind of the openers and whatnot. So yeah, I created those two programs based on that. So they're two different blocks that I can follow leading to competition. So I'm excited to try both. I will actually be starting one of them next week. So really excited about that. I'm really happy about how training has been going. So it's nothing about my current program. I really enjoy my current program, but I just feel like mastering my RPE, as in becoming a wizard, a magician of RP, would be a very beneficial. Just as I've really feel that I've mastered my body and my nutrition in terms of macros and whatnot from years of practicing. So I'm thinking that if I apply RP and stick with it, that sooner or later I will really feel comfortable with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of my program plan. I'm not too sure what how many weeks I'm gonna follow. What is it, the program that I've created, because I just still don't have a clue when my competition is. I've subscribed. I'm a member of the, as I previously mentioned, the GL Greater London now division. So I'm not sure my competition is, but I'm subscribed to their website. So I should find out about a competition fairly soon. Really excited about that. So I'm just basically making sure that my program is fully flexible, as in I can just come off a block as soon as I know when the competition is, and I can kind of work around it and construct a peaking plan to go into the competition. So yeah, that's it. I'm just always learning, applying new things that I hear from podcasts, I see from Instagram and YouTube from people that are much more experienced than me in this field or in this sport. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this kind of topic. I know I always say that's pretty much it, but it's just that I like to kind of improvise on my video in terms of my rant. So most of the time I kind of talk about something and I just feel like I've covered pretty much the basic of what I wanted to talk about. So here I've covered my current program, what's happening. Obviously I've been tracking the RP for I guess a little while now. Me fully transitioning to autoregulation for the next program. So basically like I said, I'll be following this block that starts with an RP and then for a single. So you start with a single, at a specific RP. I've set it at 8, and then from there the rest of the day kind of happens based on that single. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. I'm doing that 5 times a week exactly on my current program. My other program that I created, like I said, is a linear periodization block, so that will be based on percentage. I will apply the RP within my linear periodization block, for the accessory work, and obviously for the autoregulation block I decided to still keep percentages somewhere. So I'll hit that single at a specific RP, do some backups at 90%, and then the assistance again will be based on RP, and then I'm hoping that this goes very well. So finally, the last topic, obviously we covered current program, future program, what I've constructed, what I've been doing to kind of construct this program I'm going to be following. well, the final part is just kind of giving you an update on how far I was able to take this. So obviously, this is only the second week of this program, but let's be honest here, and you probably noticed, this is very similar to my previous program. I've just changed a few variations and some assistance and some loads. Um, um, the main reason I've decided to kind of change on top of me discovering all those videos that I hadn't seen previously, and doing a lot of research, studying, and learning really, which I've really enjoyed, is that I've really reached an RP 10 on my beltless sleeveless low bar squat. So I hit 130 kilos for 3 sets of 6, which on that day was actually exactly double body weight. I'm currently weighing anywhere between 65 to 66 kilo on a daily basis, but on that day I weighed 65, so 130 was double body weight. Hit it for 18 reps, 3 sets of 6. Was super pleased with that. But obviously I've reached the ceiling. All other lifts could be taken much further, but I'd like a little bit of a change of pace, and I have a feeling that RP will allow me to take my training to the next level and actually probably hit some PRs more often, because auto-regulation and RP kind of take how you're feeling on the day into consideration. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. You'll be finding out about it way more in the next videos. As always, thanks for watching. Thank you for listening to my rant. This is always for personal purposes that I do voiceovers, to kind of always remember where I'm at, what I've been doing. But things have been going awesome. I've been loving my studying / research / knowledge building through all those podcasts, video watching, and everything. So I'm excited to see how well I will apply this to my training. Anyways, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the footage as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.